congratulations, Addie. Way to go. That's awesome. Pass the ball. So for those who don't know me, I'm Lindsay and I grew up here at St. Luke's, like Miss Gigi. I was christened here in 1968, actually by Frank Cerveny, who later, when I moved to Lookout Mountain, his wife was from there, so it's all random. Confirmed here in 1980. We wore white dresses and nude colored hose. And was actually married here in 1996. In fact, our rehearsal dinner was in this room. It'd just been here about a year. But I left for college in 1986, and I was gone for about 25 years. Didn't come back until 5 years ago. In college, I too really did not go to church much, except when I came home, which was frequent, and I was expected to be here, which was great. Well, I came here, but I didn't go to church in Memphis. But growing up, I bet I lived in 4 or 5 homes here in Jackson. Then moved to Memphis, lived in all kinds of apartments and dorms. We moved to Phoenix as a married couple, and then to Chattanooga before coming back here in 2011. And I guess I could estimate that I've had about 20 addresses probably in my 47 years. But the one constant for me, the one constant address was always 309 East Baltimore, Jackson, Tennessee, 38301. I've always known that address. It's all I've ever known. And I didn't realize how much it meant to me until I moved away and came back. I'm down here a lot, usually, as y'all know, people are sick of me. But whenever I'm here, I try to find some excuse to go into the nave. And usually I'm going to get some sign-up sheet from the Narthex. I love the Northex, though, when you say I'm going to start messing up on purpose. But whenever I walk in there, it's like that big reredos, big triptych up on the wall behind the altar is just like a magnet that just pulls me towards it. And I just have to, if I'm in a hurry, I'll still stop. And I guess we just watched, I watched some other, reverence the cross growing up. We don't do that anymore, I don't guess. But so always go in there and just stop and just, I don't even know I'm doing it till I'm done, but just pause and just stare up at the big, especially the big center picture, the picture of grown-up tiny baby Jesus from Talladega Nights. But I like my baby Jesus all grown up. But anyway, but it just gives me a pause, and no matter what I'm doing, it is like my favorite place to be. And if you had told me I would say that when I was 17 years old, I would have said you are insane. That I'd love to be in a church, but it's just, for me, it's just home. It's the constant that I've always known. When I do, and I stop, and I pause, and I reverence, and just take a deep breath, I don't even know I'm doing it, and you can just smell that. I don't know. It's a wonderful old scent of 180-year-old wood, I guess, and old plaster. I don't know if it's a bad scent, but I love it. It's been there all my life. The tornado could not pull that scent out of that building. I mean, it's not a bad one. It's just, for me, I just feel like I'm home. No matter what's going on, that just calms me, just being in there. And it's, again, not something I ever thought I would say. It just has happened over years, and I'm just saying it here, but it's just where I feel the most at peace. It's been the same my whole life. I've looked at that reredos thousands of times in my life, and it just still helps me just to relax. But I don't think that you have to have grown up here to understand. I mean, we all get it. That's why we're here. There's a billion places you could be. You don't have to have been born here. You can just come as of today. There's something about this place and our traditions, and to me, in just a world that's all new, changing. And, we're not stodgy, but we're a great mix of tradition. We don't have to have, I'll say it, the screens and all the stuff that I appreciate, but it's not my taste. But I love the traditions. It gives me comfort, and that's why I agreed to stand up here and talk tonight. And again, if you had told me 30 years ago, even 10 years ago, that I'd stand up here, I would have said, yeah, right. But for me, like I can look out here and see people from childhood, and that sounds so stupid to say because there's some people that can't do that. No one's any better than the other, but I can just look around and see my old Sunday school teacher right over there with her kids, her daughter. I mean, this building was not here, this was a house, the Two Phelps house, and the church stopped there, and our Sunday schools were up there, and so people were walking around, and we would throw rocks out the window in Sunday school at people. One time we pushed someone out on the ledge and we shut the window behind her, and that was Anna and rest for a while, but those are the old days. Those days are gone. Funny memories. I also have some sweet memories. Of the two stained glass windows here. One's in memory of my sister and one's in memory of my dad. So I'm pretty much ingrained here, but just funny memories. We used to dye real Easter eggs and hide them out there for the kids. I mean, who does that? I guess that's what we did in the 70s, but it's all candy and plastic now. But you know, Miss Hazelhurst was my Sunday school teacher. I mean, it's just, I love that reason to be here, and I hope that my children will one day have those same feelings that I have now. Still making awesome memories. I hope the kids are too. I want them, and one of the reasons that I had done the youth group for a couple of years after Lee and Mary Beth was just because I want kids to have good, fun memories of church, so that one day, and it's maybe inevitable, maybe not, go through college years and you kind of do different things and you don't go to church, but that one day they'll remember those memories and they'll want to come back. And they will want to lead their own kids in youth group and do things they thought they'd never do. So this place has provided me with so many memories, and that's why I do what I do here at St. Luke's. And stewardship, not about money. I mean, we have to keep the lights on and have to, you know, pay good people to keep them in place, but good deeds don't pay the bills, obviously. But you don't need to go broke giving. Time and talent is another path to stewardship. So I just say, step into a job that you didn't know you wanted to do. You might find that you're good at it. So consider what St. Luke's does for your heart and soul and just figure it out.